The Laws of Ascension, Chapter 91, Beastmen Dungeon. Where'd you get these green mist pills from? Cyrilda asks as Rowan and Vera crush the pills. Green mist emanates from them and covers their body. It slowly flows into their bodies, healing and reducing the pain they feel. Torvin gave me a few. Why do you ask? Lorik replies, they're just hard to make and pretty valuable. Including these two, I've seen you use 3 now. So I was wondering where you got so many. Cyrilda says, causing Lorik to tilt his head. How valuable are they? Sarah asks. It depends on the buyer. They're hard to make, so they're mostly sold in auctions, but they normally go for around 1,000 gold at least. Cyrilda replies, really? Why'd you use 2 for us? We could have just shared one or toughed it out. Vera says while turning to Lorik, it's not like it's the first time. Besides, Torvin gives them to me often. I have more. Lorik replies, what exactly do these pills do to make them so valuable? Rowan asks while looking at the green mist around him. They heal both internal and external injuries and can greatly reduce pain. They're simple to use and only work on one person, so it's often used in battle when one gets injured. Its downside is that it doesn't heal quickly. Generally, potions will heal more in the short term, but these can heal injuries like broken bones and deep cuts. Pretty much anything less than a severed limb can be healed with them. Cyrilda explains. Anyway, that's all I needed you for. Do you have any other questions? Master, for the limited dungeon, should I bring anything? Lorik asks. No, the researchers that are going to be there will have everything that's needed. I doubt you know how to use any of it anyway. Cyrilda says, causing him to nod. Then make sure you're back in your dorms the day after tomorrow. I'll be teleporting there in the morning to pick you up. Cyrilda says as a magic circle appears under them. Lorik, Sarah, Rowan, and Vera get teleported back to their dorms. So, you think we have time to do another task before the dungeon opens? Vera asks after they appear on the couch. I'm sure we do, as long as it's a simple one. Lorik replies before standing up. He and Vera head out to the task center. Rowan and Sarah stay back, not wanting people to come to them about the flowers. Their bracelets had been blowing up with messages about it until they muted it. Should we do a team task? Vera asks as they enter the task center. I don't think we can. I'm a mage now. All my tasks have changed to mage level 1s. Lorik says, causing her to pout. Stupid soul potion. She mutters before they sit at a task table. They sit at the same table, and Vera goes first. She finds a task to destroy a goblin camp and accepts. Lorik activates it next, and his tasks are different. Many of them involve going into the deeper parts of the woods or traveling. After searching for a bit, Lorik accepts a task to clear the Beastmen's dungeon. It's close enough to where, if he rides Nyxfang, he'll be back tomorrow sometime after noon. It's also one of the weakest tasks, but it's still mage level. The rewards are much better than lesser mage tasks. Vera's task only rewards 500 points, plus whatever she earns by selling the goblin corpses. Lorik's task will pay out with 1,000 points, plus whatever he gets from selling the dungeon drops. After accepting, the two walk out of the task center. Do you want me to give you the goblin corpses for Nyxfang? I remember you saying you were running low on food for her before. Vera asks as they leave. No, Nyxfang's starting to get picky. She won't eat goblins anymore. But I bought some animal meat from the trading center, so I'll be fine for now. How are you on Emberfang's food? Lorik asks, causing her to smile. Good. Emberfang will eat anything as long as it's meat. I asked if he had a preference, but he doesn't, so that made it easy and cheaper on me. Vera replies, causing Lorik to shake his head. Must be nice. Anyway, do you want to ride to the forest? Lorik asks as they get in line to leave the academy. Yes, that would be great, Vera replies. After passing the academy gates, the two get on Nyxfang. She brings them to the gates leading out of the capital. She complains about not being able to run fast as she does, though. Once they pass through the gate, Lorik brings Vera closer to her destination. He passes a path leading close to the camp Vera's heading to, so he drops her off there. Thanks to that, she'll make it back before nightfall. After dropping her off, Nyxfang continues toward the Beastman dungeon. She gets to the dungeon around sunset. Other groups are setting up tents for the night and starting fires. Nyxfang, Lorik says, speaking to her using his soul. Do you feel tired? No. Do you want to clear the dungeon now? I don't think we should return at night. Nixfang replies as the two stop a good bit away from the others. Yeah, but we'll stay the night and clear it again in the morning. After helping Rowan get that flower, I'm feeling a little low on points. I want to try and build them back up again. Lorik replies, causing Nixfang to nod. Then let's go, she says while turning and walking toward the dungeon entrance. The dungeon entrance is at the base of a large tree. Its trunk looks like it's been carved, and the portal is inside the tree. Lorik and Nixfang walk into the portal and come out inside the dungeon. The portal on the other side is in a tree as well. They're standing in the middle of a forest with a dirt path in front of them. Nixfang starts sniffing the air as Lorik casts Hunter's vision. I don't see any beastmen nearby, Lorik says while looking around. He starts putting his armor on after confirming there's nothing around. I can't smell any, Nixfang replies before they start walking down the path. Lorik has his soul weapon out and is constantly looking around. After walking for a bit, Lorik sees something. Up ahead, a group of 4 beastmen is waiting. They're in the trees, hiding behind the leaves. Each of them is holding a spear, ready to attack anything that walks down the path. Nixfang smells them and turns to Lorik. Lorik just nods, and they slow down. Lorik motions for Nixfang to wait once they're 15 feet away. He then goes off the path and around to the nearest beastman. He gets below them and gets ready to create a sword. Before he does, he sees his clawed gauntlets over his hands. He remembers how it was a sword before turning into his clawed gauntlets. He tries to move his aura into his gauntlet, and it works. He amplifies the sword and hunt laws before swinging his hand. 5 smaller sword auras in a claw pattern shoot out. They cut through the branches and through the beastmen in the tree. As soon as they hit, Lorik feels the power of the aura. Even though there are now 5 sword auras when using his claws, they're each weaker than his regular sword aura. The total output of power is about the same as when he uses his sword. Even the distance it travels is the same. Ow, Lorik says as the beastman's crystal falls and bounces off his forehead. The other 3 beastmen heard the noise and jumped down. 2 of them got skewered by ice spears before hitting the ground. Lorik charges the last one and tackles it. Before it can fight back, Lorik stabs it in the throat with his claws. The beastmen corpses fade away, leaving a second crystal. Lorik stores them away before continuing down the path. There are 3 more ambushes like that. This time, Nixfang goes around on the other side. She takes one out with ice spears as Lorik uses his sword aura again. Each ambush has 4 beastmen ready to attack. Shortly after clearing the last group, they leave the forest. They see a large wooden encampment. It's surrounded by logs cut to have sharp spikes on the ends. They're lined up creating a fence around the camp. 5 groups of 3 beastmen patrol outside the fence. Lorik can see 5 more beastmen inside. 4 of them are stronger than the others outside. The last one is stronger than the other 4. It's sitting on a large wooden chair in the center of the camp. The other 4 are surrounding it, staring into the distance. I don't know if we can do this. There are 15 outside. The ones inside are even stronger. Nixfang says, speaking with her soul, I think we can manage. With how wide the camp is, the patrols are spaced out. If we can quickly take one out, we'll have a minute before they're discovered. Worst case, we'll have a minute before backup arrives. Lorik says before shrugging, and you're faster than them. If need be, we'll retreat and run back out of the dungeon, Lorik says, causing Nixfang to sigh. All right, let's just be careful, Nixfang says before the 2 run to the camp. They waited until a patrol passed, then ran before the next would see them. They hug the wall, so the next patrol won't see them until it's too late. Once the next patrol is close enough, they strike. Nixfang creates 2 spears of ice. They fly out and pierce 2 of the 3 beastmen. Lorik charges the 3rd as it pulls out a horn. Before it can blow it, Lorik increases its gravity. The beastman drops it just before getting cut up by Lorik's sword aura. He prepared it before charging and held it on his gauntlet. He can hold a sword aura for about half a minute before losing control, so he can prepare it to an extent before a battle. He collects the crystal that one of them dropped before moving. They move a bit closer to the next patrol before waiting. They attack and again take them out before they can blow the horn. When attacking the 4th patrol, they mess up. The Beastman manages to blow the horn before dying. It had more strength than the others and didn't drop the horn. The 4 Beastmen inside the camp turn and start running toward the sound. The last patrol outside does the same. "Away from the wall," Lorik says before running away from the camp's walls. Nixfang follows and prepares some ice and fire spears. She hadn't used fire before, as the light might have given her away. Lorik prepares a sword aura on each gauntlet, each with his sword and hunt laws. The 4 Beastmen inside jump over the fence as the patrol reaches them.